Hello everyone, and thank you for joining us. My name is Charlotte Kahn. I'm a journalist and occasional mistress of ceremony, and I'm delighted to be in the virtual company today of Arthur Brouwer. He's the Chief Executive Officer of Heesen Yachts, to discuss the impact of COVID-19 on the industry overall and the business, of course. Arthur, hello, and thank you for joining us. I know you have been very busy lately, so first of all, how are you?
Thank you, Charlotte, for asking. I'm pretty well, thank you very much. Also, the people here at Heesen are pretty well, considering the circumstances of COVID-19. We're back to work, and we are cheerful looking ahead in this special times for Heesen.
Yeah, I think it's important to point out, to start with, that the shipyards are busy right now. You are open for business.
Yes, we are fully open. We haven't closed, Charlotte. There has not been a day in this company, both in Os, in the sheds where we build the ships, as well in our factories in Winterswijk, where we haven't been open. So we're fully operational. We did, however, had to make some, let's say, adaptations to the way of working this company. But I guess that's understandable in this new world we live in.
Of course, because the safety, obviously, of your staff and your whole ecosystem is what matters the most at this time.
Absolutely. What we did in the beginning is active management on, let's say, creating a very safe and solid environment for our colleagues. So we shifted to shift work here in Os, that starting at 5 o'clock in the morning until 10 o'clock in the evening, to make sure that people have enough room, safe room to work in, and make sure that the production of the ships goes through on plan. And we have done that, and we keep doing that as long as the crisis is there, making sure that the ships we have sold to customers are delivered in their schedules. Until so far, we're good, and we are not in a situation where we have to tell our customers that we don't make our timelines.
Well, that's good news indeed. But how do you think the crisis is affecting your industry and your market?
Well, the biggest impact is that we cannot reach out to the customers the way we did. So we have lost quite some shows, exhibitions where we couldn't be there because they simply are not taking place. And on top of that, customers are not able to visit us in person to see the products. That means from the commercial side, it's a real impact in this business. It's not only us, but most of the shipyards are having the same type of issues as we have right now. The other thing out there is that we have changed our marketing. Because if you cannot visit them, you cannot see them, you cannot talk to them in person, you have to do different things. So we moved into a virtual boat show. We do a lot of marketing online, and we reach out to our potential customers also online, not only by tools like this, like Zoom meetings, for instance, or other tools we can use, but also creating walkthroughs to our ships which are being built, telling more in detail how the work is going on and what are the possibilities with Heesen. So that has been quite an interesting challenge and a fun challenge, to say so, for a marketing department to create new ways of working and mainly new ways of reaching out to our customers.
And how are they reacting to the changes you have introduced? Are they open to innovation?
People like the walkthroughs very much because it gives a very detailed look to the ships and yachts we build. We talk them through, and it's a great way of reaching out and getting in contact with them again, or even to new customers, to create a sense of the quality which we produce. For instance, we have now a potential customer which has looked at all our movies we sent him, and he will visit in his own country sister ships which are in build now, in such a way that he can see the quality live. Now, the next phase obviously will be, if he has visited the sister ships, he will hopefully come to us and see the product we have in build and for sale in a live situation.
Well, I suppose what this crisis is illustrating is the importance of a strong brand like Heesen.
Absolutely. I think if you have a strong brand, you still are capable of reaching out to the customer, creating interest, using your agents, using your brokers, stay in constant touch with them, and keep pushing out the information so they keep at least interested in your product. Until so far, I think we have done that, and most of our agents and brokers are very busy with keeping in touch with potential clients.
Now, Arthur, you have mentioned that the pandemic has forced you as a company to develop new marketing models and use new digital tools in order to reach out to your customers and do things differently. What are the other opportunities in this crisis?
I think other opportunities are to create an environment for people in the company, for instance, to work very efficiently from home, like our office people, focusing on the projects, creating new ways of working, group meetings which didn't take place so efficiently as we have done right now. So we are learning to adapt quick, making sure that we can get the work done from a remote office or even from home. The other thing we see is that we have to create, from a point of marketing, instruments which we haven't used before. I mentioned the virtual boat show, which is pretty new, where you can basically on your screen walk around and visit our boats. But even the competition is there because we're working together. And that way of working is very new in our industry.
And before we go, I have to ask you, what are you most looking forward to once this crisis is over?
What we do miss, and what I personally also look forward to, is see and talk to the client in person again. Because the most important thing in a sales process is that if the client visits the yard, he can see the production, he can see the facilities, not just on screen, but in real life, and talk to them more deeply with an interaction based on the products and the materials we have replaced. He can touch, feel, and see the yacht, and that gives much more convincing than only showing pictures or movies.
Okay, Arthur, thank you very much for the update today.
All right, thank you.
So that's it from us today, but stay tuned. Heesen is keeping you informed during this difficult time. We have more video interviews lined up for you. Mark Cavendish, Director of Sales and Marketing, will soon answer Richard Donkin's questions. They will speak in greater detail about the impact of COVID-19 on the super yacht market, how Heesen has adapted from a sales and marketing perspective. And another video interview is with our US representative, Thom Conboy, about the US market. It will be conducted by Bill Springer. So don't miss these videos. So for now, thank you for joining us today. Stay safe and remain optimistic. When life returns to normal, and it will, we will all celebrate together at some point at one of Heesen's amazing events. Take care.